Hello and welcome to Wildlife Cam. About a month ago we were having a very quiet week, and then towards the end of the week we had three special sightings in one night. We had the leopard, then we had the thick-tailed bush baby, and then we had the three baby civets. And this week was very similar, except we didn't have three special sightings in one night. It was more like half a day. And if you saw the video description, you would have seen that one of them was a leopard, the other one was honey badgers. Now the third sighting, I'm not going to tell you what it was, you'll just have to wait for that, but this was an animal that I haven't seen here in 11 years. I'd like to say that I haven't seen one in decades, but I saw one a few months ago in the Kruger Park. But before that it was close to 2 decades. You very rarely see them in this part of the world. I haven't heard anyone having seen one since I've been here, although some of the older residents who've been here for decades report having seen them, so it was a very unusual sighting. To give you a hint, it's a small to medium-sized animal. So this is Genet 1 again. We haven't seen Genet 2 for ages, for a couple of years, so it seems to be mostly Genets 1 and 3. Barbets are related to woodpeckers, and they use that heavy beak to dig holes into trees where they make their nests. Raising kids must have taken it out of Carl, but now that the offspring have grown up and are leaving the nest, he can spend all his energy on the more important things in life. It's hard to see in this clip, but these are both males. They both have little horns. Now they are territorial, so it's unusual to see them tolerating each other like this, maybe because the one at the back is younger. It's not seen as much of a threat. These two impala rams are about 1.5 years old, so they're not old enough to be challenging for territories yet, but they're busy practicing for the future. You don't see the Kudu bulls too often, so very nice to have him so close to the camera, busy feeding on the fallen tambuti leaves. It's interesting to see the jackal's tail wagging like that. It's not something you often see. He's not afraid of the kudu, so maybe it's because he's planning some mischief. And the little kudu came back with some reinforcements, but the jackal was not bothered by them. And that's the second big male in the background. The first one is wandering off in the back on the left. He's going to start trimming our archway. Two little friends at the back, or maybe they're twins. It's very rare for elephants to have twins, but it does happen. Elephant's skin is very rough, so if you have an itch behind your ear, then your friend's bum is a good place to scratch. Getting very cold at the moment, 5 degrees. Although this is in a dip where the camera is up at the house, it's usually about 3 or 4 degrees warmer. A lot of the aloes flower in winter, and so we get a lot of sunbirds in the garden. The scarlet-chested sunbird isn't quite fully grown yet. By the time it's adult, its colours will be a lot cleaner and more vivid. And then Ramses paid us a visit. So I did check, it was April last year, the last time he was at the waterhole. Now unfortunately we didn't actually see him live, even though it was early in the evening, because we were busy washing the dishes. And then afterwards I heard the impala's alarm calling, so we went and drove around. We didn't actually know what had been there, and we didn't find anything, and when I came back I saw that he'd been drinking. And then early the next morning, a couple of honey badgers. So we get these every few months, but it's always nice to see them on camera. We don't really see them in person. Unfortunately, I was still in bed at the time, so I didn't get to see them. So this is where we really hit the jackpot. That is a caracal. It's the African version of a lynx. So it's about halfway in size between a domestic cat and a leopard. But they behave a little bit like the bigger cats in that they're happy to take on prey as large as or slightly larger than themselves, like female impala. I didn't get to see this one in person, unfortunately. We were on our way back from shopping, and then I just happened to go through the notifications and had to do a double take when I saw what it was. Thanks for watching.